Hey, we're gonna go over candles today. Okay, now I want you to know that the source I'm taking this from is this book. Okay? So I know that everybody's opinions vary, but I wanted to go over different ways to or the way that I do to prepare candles and other ways that I've heard of to prepare candles, and what people put in them, and basically, what they do before they end up putting that candle on their altar. Okay, so first, let's go over colors. I don't have an amber colored candle, but I do have this one, and it's got the old school image on it, and I apologize for the glare. This is more of an orange, but it says amber is for healing or to break bad habits and addictions. Okay, so health. That's how I see yellow and orange, so that'll make sense to amber. And like I said, this is different for everybody. Different people perceive that color for money, But think about it like this. When you see the color orange, usually it brightens people's moods. It helps with their energy levels. That's why I painted the house orange. Okay, so amber for healing. Black for strength, power, total protection against enemies, hexing, and revenge. So this is what you use when you're going for protection, or if you want to do some darkety stuff on somebody, which you probably shouldn't be doing. You should solve those problems yourself. But hey, I'm not here to judge. Okay, the next one, blue. Blue, wisdom, increased mental powers and concentration. The color for students. Okay, so like I said, when I see this, the first thing that popped into mind wasn't wisdom. When I think of wisdom, I think of the color purple. But according to this book and according to lots of sources online, this is for wisdom. So that's what blue would be for. You also have brown. I'm sorry, I don't have a brown one. No, sorry, I don't have a brown one. Brown one, it says here, for spirit communication, to locate lost objects, divination, and protection of family pets. Okay. Copper. I don't have a copper one. Copper for exorcism or to remove evil spirits, according to this book. I hadn't heard that before. In my opinion, if I was to do an exorcism, I would probably use white or black. That's how I feel. Copper, I would figure, can also be used for financial, because you think of a copper coin. You think of, copper money. But I'm reading to you what it says in the book. Gold, for abundance, wealth, power, success, and good fortune. I don't have a gold candle. I'm going to have to wait until the Christmas decorations get cheaper, and then I'll get a gold candle. Green, contracts, legal matters, courts, justice, unity. Where are you, green? I don't have a solid green, but I did make this one recently. See, so it's green. I made it at the house. That's why it looks the way it does. But it smells so good. Green, and I put yellow, I put red, I put orange, and then put more green, because this was supposed to be like an abundance candle. But green, yes, is supposed to be for the courts and for justice. I don't know why, but that's what people correlate it to, because I read somewhere that it's because not in every country is money green. They associate green with other things, like fruitfulness and stuff. Okay, orange, cleansing and healing. So this is actually orange. Cleansing and healing. Healing. So the amber and the orange are very similar. Purple. Here we go. This one's actually a garlic candle. It's meant to repel. It says miraculous garlic that was planted in Mount Calvary where Jesus died to give eternal life, protect from evil. Garlic. But the purple, just look at the color, is transformation, high spiritual states, to remove obstacles, psychic manifestations, and power. So think of psychic knowledge, getting in touch with the other side. Also, very similar to brown. Okay, so we got red. Now, what do you guys think red is supposed to mean? So I made this candle. Red for, obviously, matters of the heart. Love, romance, passion. It says here protection from evil. So you see how these things can be multi-use. The thing that you wouldn't figure it'd be used for, some people will use it for. Hey, some people might only have a red candle. Use it for it. At the end of the day, guys, what matters is your intent. You know, at the end of the day, if I want money and all I have is a purple candle, screw it. I'm going to use the purple candle. That's the truth. That's the truth. Think about how people did things back then. They used what they had around the house, okay? And what mattered was their intent and their connection. So anyway, but yes, red is supposed to be for matters of the heart for the most part. Silver. I don't have a silver one, but good luck and success. So financial. Silver coins. Yeah. White. Protection, peace, and harmony in the home, loyalty, health, and healing of children. Also, keep in mind what you consider white to mean. Purity, high spiritual elevation, God, ascended masters, you know, higher vibration, elevated, you know, is what you would consider it. Yellow, good luck, learning, and wisdom. There's a few wisdom candles here, huh? But yeah, think of it as yellow is kind of like that feel-good type of color, you know? So that's what you would use it for. Like, when I see yellow and blue, it's like, oh, you know, I get like a light feeling. But, okay, so that's the color correlations, okay? Oh, let me go over now the multicolored ones. This guy is a popular, is very, very big favorite amongst devotees. Because this is based off of, from my knowledge, the 7 African powers. Like I said, lots of different cultures are involved here, you know. But it's essentially people use this in a lot of different religion. People use this originally, from my understanding, to represent the Orishas. Originally. But this gets, you know, that practice got taken over into Mexico and had influence. So now we consider it the everything candle, you know, or the all candle. They're the whole encompassing candle, where you have each individual necessity of mankind right here, except for black or gold and copper and amber and stuff like that. You have your RGB right here. They're rainbow colors. So people love this. You know, they love this one because it covers everything. And it's pretty. So you have that. And you have this guy. This guy's another popular one. This guy you use, notice how in the book it said that red was also for protection. You use this candle, and it doesn't have to have anything written on it. The moment you see red and black, you think carnal. But you use this candle to reverse anything that somebody sent to you. Like, say you're feeling, you know that you got work on you. You know that you've been worked. You light this candle to send it back, to boomerang back. It's called a reversal candle. You'll see lots of red and black candles. It'll say reverse or triple send back, you know, all kinds of different things. But the core and the basic is red and black. And you're using it to send stuff back. Okay? This is also influenced from several cultures. Okay, and let's see here. I have a few other multicolored candles. The one that I made, like I said, is got red, orange, and yellow. So you have matters of the heart, self-wellness, and joy and happiness, you know? So you can use this to heal yourself and to help you possibly find another partner or find a partner. That's what this would be used for. Okay? I found this super cool. I got it at the local pagan shop, the Gallery in McAllen, Texas. This is called Muerte Salud, which means dead health. That's the direct translation. But it's a candle for Santa Muerte. And I don't know if you can see the picture. It's the white Santa Muerte, and it's a couple kind of embracing each other, and it's got a little prayer here. But this is a gel candle. Look at the way it moves. Woo. And it's got a wax reaper figure in there that's melting along with the gel. I really like the way it transitions. See, because it goes from green to white to pink. So under normal circumstances, how would this be associated with health? You know? Because it's green, white, and pink. Green would be matters of the court system. White would be, you know, spiritual or purification matters. And pink is kind of a light-hearted red. It's kind of like a flirty, get so-and-so to look at me, wink kind of flirty color, you know. So tell me how that has to do with health. That's the thing. At the end of the day, so long as your intent is in there, it's going to stand for what it's going to stand for. You know? It's going to mean what it's going to mean. And when I see this, me personally, when you see this, what kind of feeling do you get? I get kind of a lighthearted feeling, you know, judging based off the colors. That's how it makes me feel. So yeah, I can see how that would be correlated with health, you know. But if you can see inside here, it's got the Reaper and wax, and I'm not sure if that cross is going to melt or not. But I'm very curious to see what's left over at the end, when it's done burning. So, and apparently gel candles last longer. Well, it seems to be lasting longer than the other paraffin candles. Okay. What didn't we cover? There's also this one. It's glittery. I'm not big on the glitter. I'm not big on the glitter candles. Actually, it's very bubbly and glittery. Yeah, but I love the transition. It's from like a bright cobalt blue to a green. So to me, that would be the first thing I would think is wisdom and the court system. Maybe one-upping over the judge, or being the superior in the courtroom. I don't know. You just combine those two, or whatever it means to you. Okay. Now, if you don't have, or if you don't like the 7-day candles, guys, you can use any candle. You can use any candle you want. I mean, some people even debate using electric candles because they don't want a fire in their house. Do it. So nobody's going to stop you. But yes, with these, it's going to be a little bit different. You would dress them a little bit different, and I'll explain what I mean by dressing. Okay? But yeah, you can use any candles you want. They do not have to be the candles that have Santa Muerte on them. Guys, that's just a sticker. Okay? It's just a sticker. I can peel it right off if I want to. Well, not on this one. But in most cases, what makes it a Santa Muerte candle is that you decide it's a Santa Muerte candle. Ooh. But yeah, it's true. This is just a little stick-on. You know? You can use this. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you associate the colors with and what your intent is. I mean, it's cool to have the Santa Muerte logo on there. It's pretty cool because it matches and everything like that. But you don't have to. Okay. So now, I got the candle. Now what? Okie dokie. Let's get everybody's favorite candle. All right? Now, what's my primary focus going to be? Well-being. Protection. Okay, protection. So for protection, a lot of us, Hispanics, and everybody have probably already heard of cascarilla. Well, let me show you what, they come in these little cups. And they're essentially made into chalk. But what it is it's ground eggshell and dough. You can totally make it at home. I've never been able to get the recipe right, so I just buy them. But you can make them at home. What people will do is they'll get this and they'll sprinkle it in here. Prior to doing that, if you really want to focus your intention, if you really want it to mean something, get something sharp. Don't poke yourself. You go in there, into the wax, and write what it is that you want. Just write it in there and dust off the excess. You go blow in there. Write it in there. And then you can sprinkle. But the best order to do it in is carve, oil, then herbs. Okay? So next, so this is for protection. All right, I wrote, keep me protected. Okay. So what I have here is a little vial of copal oil. And I'll bloop it in there. Okay? Then after that, rub it around. Smells all nice and good. And it's going to really define what you carved in there. And just rub it around like that and think about, oh, I want protection. Get a good whiff. That's what protection smells like. And then after that, this is orange peel. Orange peel is good for health and for love, for attracting good things to you. Get the orange peel and sprinkle it in there. I don't think I have one. Oh, I do. See? You sprinkle it in there, and that's going to attract good things to you. Okay? Now, after that, you can just kind of, like move it all around, adjust it to where you like. And I want you guys to know, oh, also there's pine. Pine is very masculine. You can bring in a guy if you want. Probably a fire sign guy, likely. But yeah, any and all herbs you have. If you don't know what they're for, guys, honestly, just Google it. Straight up. Honestly, just Google it. You can Google magical purposes of rosemary, magical purposes of basil, magical purposes of lavender, magical purposes of, or magical properties of pine, yada, yada, yada. Just, dude, seriously, it's like a Google search away. Everything is available online. So once you put the herbs with the 7-day candle, you're pretty much good. You light it. And if I were you, what I've been doing, put your 7-day candle in a bowl of just enough water. Because these things have been known to break. The glass has been known to get pretty hot and they can break. So you want to prevent any kind of mishap as best you can. Don't just trust that it's going to burn okay, it's going to be okay, yada, yada, yada. Don't trust that, guys. Take extra special precautions, especially if you got beautiful statues and all kinds of other stuff and a beautiful, everything all around the candle. You don't want to destroy something just because you lit a candle. So do your best to remember those fire safety classes that we took in school, please. So watch how it burns. Make sure the flame is okay. Make sure it's in that bowl of water, and then you can step away so long as you trust it. Okay? Do not leave one of these things burning overnight. Guys, there are a ton of people out there that say, you have to leave the candle burning for her, for all day, every day. Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe if, you have the candle burning outside on the pavement where it's not going to burn up anything else. But if you have it burning inside your house, you better make damn sure that if you leave it burning in the middle of the night, that it's not going to burn something else. One of these things could crackle, and an ember will go flying right next to the curtains you didn't think that it was going to set on fire. You be very careful when you have fire in an area anywhere around you. Okay? I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what tradition says. I don't care what anybody says. You be careful with fire. Okay? Do not leave it burning if you're going to leave the house. I've made that mistake. Do not leave it burning if you're going to go to sleep. Hey, you know what? If you're drinking, you think that you're going to be buzzed, turn it off. She's not going to mind. You can just turn it back on tomorrow. Okay? I have to stress that because there are some people that are just, they are persistent when it comes to leaving those things burning. Just watch after yourself, please. Okay, so after that, let's go over these pillar candles. This is called a pillar candle. Say this is all you have. Okay, that's fine, whatever. So you're going to take the candle and you can carve with the needle what it is that you want. Love, carve, 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 carve. Like this is yellow, so this would be, like health or joy, happiness. So carve joy, happiness, carve, carve, carve. Okay, I'm done. Wipe it off. And then after that, you get the oil. Now when you get the oil, I will show you. Some people will do this flat, but I'm just gonna put a little bit. See, there's just a little bit of oil. And this is something that I learned when I was reading about Wicca. Some people say rub the oil up so that your petition or that your intent gets sent up into the ether, into the spirits, up, 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 up. Some people say rub the oil down so that whatever you're asking for comes to you. So they're rubbing down, 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 down. Okay. Either way, do Google search, whatever makes you comfortable. I personally do it down so that it comes to me, and I hold the candle like this so that whatever I'm asking for comes to me. That's what I do. Next, with the pillar candles, you cap your oil, keep it away from the fire, and you can get your herbs. All right? And you can get a nice flat area like a plate or a bowl or just like a cleared out counter space. And you dump the herbs, a moderate amount, just a little bit of amount. Dump them on the table around the candle, on top of the candle, and roll. Roll, roll. Look, I'll show you. Oh, making such a mess. Okay, so you still have some oil on the candle. And you're going to kind of put some on there. And essentially what you want it to do is stick. Rub, rub, and roll, roll. And then you're thinking about what you want to accomplish once you're lighting this candle. Like, oh man, I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to, just feel so much better. I haven't been feeling good. I want to feel better. Okay, so now your candle will be covered in your herbs. So now you got three separate elements that are going to help you and help with your goal. You have the candle itself, you have the oil, and you have the herb. And all three along with your spirits and Santa Muerte are going to try to help you achieve your goal. It's a focal point. Okay, so once you're done with this, what a lot of people will do is they will get a plate or something flat that they don't mind the candle laying on. Nothing flammable, guys, please. Okay, you get a plate, cover it with foil maybe. Okay, cover it with foil and make sure the foil is secure. You're going to light the bottom of the candle until it gets a little bit liquidy, and you be very careful with this. It's going to get a little liquidy, and you're going to notice that the wax is going to become very pliable and mushy, and you hold it like this. Hold it and make sure that it stays. Make sure it's not wobbly, and you leave it like that and light it. Make damn sure that if it falls over, nothing is going to burn, okay? Totally not worth it, all right? So if it's a little wobbly, it's all right. Light it again. Make sure it drips and stand it up. Boom. When this candle is done burning, some may have a wax residue, some won't. But if they do, what you can do is at the end, you can read the wax. And how you do that? Now, first, you can Google it because there's a billion different ways you can read it. But essentially what you're doing is trying to find a picture. Does the wax look like a bird? Does the wax look like a heart? Does the wax look like a mother holding a baby? Does the wax look like a stork? Does the wax look like a gun? That's really all you do. You see what picture is left in the wax. And everybody's interpretation, of course, is going to be different unless it's like really obvious. So, I think that's it. Yeah. So as far as colors, those were the basic colors. As far as types of candles, this is a pillar, this is a 7-day, and you can use the little tea light ones if you want to. And you can do the same thing with the herbs and the oil with them too. You just use your thumbs. And as far as the herbs you use whatever you got around the house. You know, you'll be surprised. There are some herbs that are used for everything. Like basil is used for practically everything. Rosemary is used for practically everything. You know, you can grind up your own eggshells, very, very fine powder, into a very fine powder, kind of like this. And you can use those for a bevy of things, mainly cleaning. But yeah, so I hope that covered the majority of it. Yeah, you can make your own candles, guys. You got a candle that you're not going to use anymore. Light it. Get that wax melted. If you have an empty jar, or you can use like a mason jar, just pour that sucker in there. But make sure that you have the wick stuck at the bottom of the jar. But you can make your own, guys. They're super easy to make. Just melt the wax. Pour it in that container. Make sure the wick is in there. A fresh wick. You're going to have to go buy a fresh wick. They sell them at like Hobby Lobby, and I think they even sell them at Walmart or your local hobby shop. And you can even add some herbs in there while you're making the candle. Don't add too much, because if you add a lot of herbs when you're making your own candle, it'll prevent the wick. It'll prevent the candle from burning because it'll clog the area around the wick, and you'll end up just burning herb, and some herb doesn't really burn all the way down. So go very light on the herbs if you decide to make your own candles. So I think, did we cover everything? Oh yeah, and the types of oils you use, same thing with the herbs. They all have different correspondences. You can just Google it. Seriously, guys, you can Google all this stuff. Seriously. And it's not dead set on just one way or another. It's a bunch of different ways. And it's how you feel in accordance to what you're doing. If you feel this is the right way, if I feel like this is my candle for love, this is my candle for love. That's just how it's always worked since time was time. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to leave me comments, any kind of suggestions for people that do this on the regular, any kind of advice or any other types of candles that you're aware of. There's also figure candles like skulls and couples and penises and vaginas and all kinds of different stuff, you know, and it's all used for focal points as well. Anyway, so that's about it for today, guys. I hope this video wasn't too long and boring, and I'll see you next time.